Welcome, guys. Welcome. So we had to stop the previous live because there was no option for charts. Miss Unicorn, how are you? Good day, everyone. Good day, Mr. DC. How are you, ma'am? How's everything? Where are you watching us from, Miss Unicorn?
You was there yesterday.
So she's saying, please analyze Crash 900. I'll do that for you. Benedict DY, good day. Good day. How are you, Mr. Benedict? Benedict Mkoman,
Yes.
So there's a request for us to analyze Crash 900. Okay, we'll just do that. So first of all, I want to explain how, or let me just wait for more people to join, then we can start. But first of all, I wanted to explain how the spike detector works and where you can get the spike detector. So let's just allow more people to join us. But in the meantime, let's analyze Crash 900. From the Free States. Oh, yeah, here in SA. Ah, that's nice. Free States. I've never been in that side. This year we're going to be traveling. We'll be traveling a lot. But first of all, I think we need to go to Cape Town, and then probably Durban. Okay, so we want to first of all analyze Crash 900. Crash 900. Crash 900. Well, let me play some music. Crash 900. Crash 900. Where is this? Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute. I just need to put some music in the background. Okay, I think we are good to go. Then we can start. Okay. I want to change the background here. Playing around. Okay. I can't see my white background. Okay, so we'll start from the monthly chart. Let's start from the monthly chart. Okay, so before we can start, I want to give you guys an opportunity to like this live stream. Let's like this live stream and also share. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing and also liking this video. Okay, let's start. Okay, so what can you see from the monthly chart? What can we see? Let me try to zoom in. So one thing that is very clear is this: since 2024, price has been just moving up. 2024, price has been just moving up. We're in a bullish trend. There was this strong bullish impulse. This one. So that's one thing that we can see. Then looking at 2025 in October. I hope you guys can hear me. It's blurry. Yes, I can see that. Why is it's blurry? Can you guys now see? Why is it's doing this? Okay. Can you guys now see nicely? Is it now fine? Yes, it's now good. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what we saw in October of last year is that we had a doji candle after we had September, a strong bullish movement. Then in October, price gave us a what? A shooting star. We had a shooting star, and from there, price started to drop. So we had November, price was dropping, then also December. Then the start of January, we saw price pushing a little bit up. So what are we really anticipating from the monthly chart? I don't see a picture, but it seems like price is there's a little bit of what? A possibility of a reversal. Let's go on the weekly. So on the weekly, probably price is making a pullback or price is reversing. So that's one thing that we need to investigate and find out. So let's look at the previous. Do we have obvious levels? Okay, let me mark my first level here. So I can see where the resistance at this particular level. Let me use a blue color so that it's more visible. We had this particular resistance and we also had this particular support. So those are the two things that we can see. Then apart from that, we can see where the reaction level, a highly reaction level at this particular level here. Why did I choose this particular level? We saw during this period, price came when we had this doji candle, then used this particular level as a support, and then it pushed upwards. Then it was able to eventually break and then came back, use it as a resistance, then it dropped. Okay, let me also mark this point. Then from there, price pushed upwards, used this as a resistance again, and then it dropped a little bit, and then it pushed upwards. So there are two possibilities. Price on this weekly chart can push a little bit and come to this particular level and then drop. Why am I thinking that there's a possibility of a reversal? If you drop down to the daily chart, we'll see this more clearly. Okay, so this is what I was trying to say here. Okay, so if you look at it here, with price was able to give us a what? A higher high, and then dropped, give us a lower low, then pushed upwards, give us a lower low again, lower high, then lower low. So this just tells us the structure that we're now having on the daily. It's a downtrend. That's why I was talking about the possibility of a reversal. But it's very clear that on the daily chart, price is likely going to reverse. I normally like to use trade view if I'm on a daily, but let me just finish the analysis on the daily. Okay, so we currently have this particular level or this particular supply zone. So what is likely going to happen is this price is likely going to push a little bit up and come to this particular level, and then from there we can start to look for a reversal. So this is our highly reactive zone, this particular area here. If I drop down to the H4, you can see this clearly. Okay, let me quickly go to trade view so that we can you have a chart that is more clear. Okay, so now it becomes tricky. It becomes tricky if you're going to be trading spikes because there's a possibility that price is going to push a little bit up. I hope you guys can hear me with the music at the background. Can you hear me nicely? Or I should lower it a little bit down like this. So there's a possibility that price is going to push and reach this particular level here. Then from there, we'll know what is going to take place. But from the analysis on the daily, there's a possibility that price might drop and come back to this particular zone. So this is what I'm seeing on the, why is the screen playing? Okay, so let me go to trade view and see what is taking place. So we said this is our zone that we are interested in. Okay, that's one. So what I'm thinking here is this. Okay, this is the zone. Okay, so there is a possibility, and here we can see price has been respecting this trend line. Okay, so those who normally trade chart patterns, why do we call this chart pattern? And what is the likely outcome? So what I'm thinking here is this: price should push upwards, reach this level, and then drop. That's one possibility. Then another one, if it breaks that level, it will push up and probably reverse. Or it can actually continue to move upwards like this. So option number one, this one is the one that I'm favoring. That price should reverse. Why? Because if you look at it from the daily time frame, this is what we are having. We had a break of structures, price continue moving upwards. So I'm trying to give you reasons why price is likely going to, then here we had a change of character. So of all the assets that I normally trade, I found that boom and crash is one of the easiest, because this one, once you do your market analysis, your market structure analysis, it becomes very, very easy to trade. It respects this simple analysis. So price is trading within this structure with the lower high here, lower high. What I do? Then here with the lower low here. So as long as price trades within these boundaries or zones, so as long as price is trading below between this structure where we have a lower low and a lower high, we are still in a downtrend. So in a downtrend, the downtrend is going to be violated if price is going to push upwards and reach this particular level. If it breaks, that means it will move up, but we are likely going to see price respecting this particular level here, and then it will drop and come back to our lower trend line, where price we'll see how price will move from there. So this is what I'm anticipating in crash. So we should be looking for buying opportunity. Trying to look for spikes now becomes dangerous. Why? Because price is going to push upwards. Price is likely going to push upwards. So someone is going to say, if I'm going to be catching spikes, should I start catching spikes at this level? The answer of that, how do we answer that question? Okay, for spikes, if you want to trade spikes, this is the zone where you should be looking for spikes. And if you are scalping, you need to exit your position spike zone. So here you can start to look for spikes at this particular level here. From 20,054 to 20,414, this is your zone. This is the zone where you're supposed to be looking for spike. Why did I mark that zone? If you check here, let me just use. If you check during this phase, price used this level as a support, then it was broken, then used this as a resistance. But here with the fake out, we had the fake out at this particular level here, then price dropped massively from here. Then if you see, price then came for the second time and then it dropped. There's a possibility that starting from this particular zone, price is likely going to start moving down. So I'm gonna mark this. Price is likely going to reverse at that particular level here. Well, so this is what I'm seeing. So why was I saying that you shouldn't be looking for spikes? You see here, this was the perfect time for you to look for spikes. So like what we mentioned, price always moves in waves. We have one, the impulsion, and then price drops down and then gives you a correction, and then price moves upwards. So by just looking at this, this is our zone. We will see how price will react when it reaches this particular level. So now it's honestly trading spikes becomes very, very, very risky. Very risky. I love spikes, but they're not going to be accurate when when we are faced with this scenario. So I'll probably look for spikes on this particular level here. So here it's pure scalping. It's just scalping. You can scalp here. If there's a big spike, wait for the spikes to okay. If the spikes have been exhausted, then you buy and hold. Even if there's a spike because of the trend. Okay, that's one thing. Guys, I'm gonna give you a tip. If you wanna be successful in booming crash, don't look at the picture on lower time frames. If you're scalping and you start moving and you start catching this big movement, regardless of what happens in the lower time frame, even if you're caught by a spike, eventually you recover and make money. That's the concept. So here, wait for spikes to okay. If there are 4 big spikes, 3 big spikes, then enter, hold the position. If there's a spike again, hold. Eventually, price will then have to move and cover your entries, and it will be moving up. So you can just scale in your entries as price will be moving up. But so I did this analysis for Miss Unicorn. Okay, so let's go and look for spikes. Which market can we look for spikes? Do we have any spike signals?
No. Can I put it back on?
Yeah?
Put it back on.
No. Which market can we look for spikes?
No, that's like, let me check.
Let's check crash 1000. That one is trick. It's moving up again. No, there we can catch spikes, but not now. Prices to reverse a little bit. Not now. Prices to reverse. Let's go on crash 500. Yeah, there are spikes in crash 500. No, it's moving up. Let's go to crash 300. Yes, here the spikes are there, but they're now small. Price is likely going to reverse. We had a lot of spikes there. Let's go to crash 900. Boom 900, sorry. This one, there's likelihood that price is going to reverse where it is currently. Do we have a reversal signal in boom 900? Even on the 5 minute. Price is on a key zone. Let's look at boom 900. Because of the fact that price is pushed upwards, I think it's gonna move down. Price is likely going to move a little bit down, then it will spike. Okay, so let's also look at crash 900. So what I'm thinking is this. This is on the 4 hour. So since price has broken this particular level here and has reached this resistance, and it's now moving down. So these are the levels that we have. So I'm thinking that this is what is likely going to happen because price has broken this resistance. It's going to use it as a support and then it will push upwards here. So now currently we can't look for spikes in boom. Where we are going to be looking for spikes is when price has reached 9,112 at this particular level. We're going to be buying at this level. So we're going to allow price to drop. Then when it drops, it comes to this level. Why this level? Previously, if you look, this was used as a what? As a resistance about 2 times. So we'll look for buying opportunity, and our first target is going to be this recent swing high. But we know price eventually is going to reach for this level. But for you to be safe, just target this recent swing high. Okay. So we're going to be buying at this particular level here. We're going to go long here. Then we target this particular level. As simple as this. Then we're going to put our stop loss just below that level. Having a 1:3. Perfect. I think this will be good. So if you want to make money in booming crash, if you want to make money, analysis is always key, regardless of the fact that you're going to be relying on indicators. If you're going to rely on indicators and you don't know how to analyze the market, what is actually taking place in the market and how is the market moving, you end up being so with the support of the indicators, with good analysis, you'll be in a position to make a lot of money. So here I'm going to start buying at this particular level and we'll see how this goes. So for today, I think we'll as long as my phone has power, we'll be streaming, we'll be live. We'll see how this goes. So this is our first analysis. So yes, that's what I was saying. You need to understand what is taking place. Like here, price is made its impulsive wave. So what is currently taking place in boom 900 is that price is now making a correctional wave. So it will move down. So regardless of the fact that it's a clear uptrend, you need to understand, okay, currently, what is price doing? Price is making a correction, so it is going to move down. And where is it safe to buy? This is our buy zone. This is our buy zone. This one. That's where we're going to be looking for a buying opportunity. As simple as this. Guys, I'm telling you, it's very, very easy. Which market is this? Boom 600. Is it on a support? We will reverse on boom 600. Just check for me on 5 minutes. Yeah, it's fine. That one can spike. Okay, we're gonna look at boom 600. We have a signal in boom 600. I'm also going to be sharing this live, so we're going to be buying boom 600, and I'm gonna give you a reason why. I want to show you again. How best. I hope it will not spike before I show you this chart. One, you see, that's one thing that most people do not normally do. This indicator was specifically used, designed for 1 minute, but it also works on 5 minutes. So price is on a verified support. The spike is, there are about 90% possibility that the spike is going to okay. Then moving now down to the 1 minute time frame, we have a signal. That signal becomes very, very accurate. It becomes very accurate, this one. If you're going to be buying at this particular level, I'm telling you, the chances of you catching a spikes becomes very, very high. So let's buy boom 600. We're buying boom 600. We have a signal here. So let me share this in our WhatsApp and Telegram group. So we're buying boom 600. Let's see what is going to take place. So our SL is going to be 15 candles. How many candles? 15 is fine. Okay, we're also going to be small spike. Okay, someone is asking about Boom 500. Let's just finish this one. So yes, it's spiked, but we're anticipating that we're going to catch more spikes. Let's hold on to this particular trade. Price should reach at least this immediate resistance. So let's hold on to this spike. Let's hold this spike. We're anticipating that more spikes are going to occur. Let's hold on to that spikes. More spikes will occur because we have a reversal signal. So we need to hold. So as we will be doing this, I'll also show you guys the best way to use this spike detector. So we have the first spike because it's a reversal. We hold that trade. We are anticipating that more spikes are going to occur. Why? Because if you look at the 5-minute time frame, price is on a verified support. That means price is likely going to reverse and move upwards. Okay, so I'm just sharing the results. So let's just hold. Let's hold this trade. Let's hold. There is a spike. Let's hold this particular trade. So after we are done with this one, then we move to Boom 500. Someone requested Boom 500. So doesn't watch Ingran Kapi. Another spike, guys, another spike. We're able to catch another spike. So like what I said, there will be multiple spikes. We said at least 3. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So we still hold. We should reach this level here at 5,900. 5,900, that's where we are likely going to close at this red level here. So let me share the results. So you're also free to join our Telegram group where you have updates of what is taking place. We don't normally go live each and every day, but this week we are trying to promote and give an opportunity to people so that they see how these spike detectors works. They know AI indicator. So it's not only just a spike detector, it can also be used for scalping. I'll explain how. So our new AI indicators, the spark detectors. We want to show you guys how they work. Why? It doesn't remove down the mango. Mango, Messi we mango. So the Messi we reggae. Shadow to Messi mango. Messi mango. But they don't have no use so. I not see that. Also from this way. Dance on that you wow. Where's a woman? Blue line, red line. So 5 minutes. I can go high. Higher than high. Maybe somewhere here. But it's like it's going to go even higher. Kama market kuna maspike. Abantu bantu mwe normal mwisa sote kawandisa asi modera mchibva muchibhodhera So what is likely going to happen is this price is likely going to make a retest, and then from there it will drop here from where it started, and then from there we are anticipating that it's going to spike and move up. It will then move up, and probably around this area here we should be exiting. So this is what I'm anticipating. So price is making a retest here. But that's the danger of you taking trades without analysis. Let's look at boom. Let's look at boom 600 and see what is actually taking place. You can't even hold a trade if you don't analyze and if you don't know what is taking place. Okay, currently price is on a H4 support level. So we are not sure if this level is going to hold or price will continue moving down. So let me go to the daily and see what is taking place. That area is very strong. It's a very strong area. So let me remove most of the lines that are here so that we can analyze together. Okay, so when I'm trading, I'm just looking at these highly reactive zones. That's how I mark my strong levels of support and resistance. And sometimes I normally switch to the line chart like this so that I can be more precise. You see this level where price is. It's a zone that has been used multiple times. Okay, so this is where price is. So let me just quickly mark my zones. So this is on the daily. So after doing this using the line chart, I will then go to the candles and adjust so that it's more accurate. So there are some areas which you can't use a single line. You just have to use two lines like this. So you see, this is where price is on. So what is going to likely happen is this: price can break, or it can actually be rejected to move upwards. Looking at what happened yesterday, price. So the danger is this. The danger of all this is this: whenever you see price approaching a support level and then it starts to consolidate, there is a danger there. Like what is taking place here? I think for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about a week, price has been just consolidating around this area. So what this means is this: there is a possibility that price can break this level. Once this level is broken, there is a possibility that price will break, make a retest, and then continue moving down. Once this is broken, so let's see on the H4. So I'm looking at this on the. Where did I touch this? It's going down. It doesn't want to give us that option. This is the whole area here. Price is still within that area. So this is what is taking place on the daily. But looking at yesterday's candle, by just looking at yesterday's candle, it was a bullish pin bar, signifying that price was being rejected to push downwards. Maybe this might be the beginning of price starting to move upwards, but we are not sure. So we can only be sure that price is going to reverse when it closes. Today's candle closes above 5,967. When that happens, we know that okay, price is being rejected to move up. But if today's candle closes like this, there's a possibility that price will continue moving down. So boom 600 is actually on a level where a decision has to be made if price is going to continue moving up or is actually going to. But this I don't really like. Whenever you see price moving to a support level, making this movement, you see that there is a possibility of a breakout. They call it a breakout build-up. This is dangerous. This becomes dangerous, especially for us who are holding a buy. Okay, so for a long signal, we can target this, but we know price will even move further. That is if you are able to catch a very big movement. We need to catch very big movement. But for now, it becomes tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Oh, what is likely going to take place? You know that when price is on this particular level, they know that okay, there are stop losses that are below here. Price will just take out the stop losses that are here, and then from there you can then start moving up. I see this more often when price is about to make a big movement. It will move in the opposite direction. Like here, it will just take out the stop losses here. Why? Because they know that most people are buying at this support. They also know about support and resistance. So they know, okay, the stop loss are just below here. They will drive the price downwards. And at the same time, I've been talking about this concept of that most brokers normally use, especially deriv, where the buyer and the seller also loses. How do they do this? They manipulate the price to move down. When price is manipulated to move down, those who are buying, the stop loss are going to be hit. When the stop loss are hit for those who are buying, some people will say, okay, I can see a breakout, so let me just enter here without any confirmation. So they see this and then, okay, let me just sell. They sell here. So when that happens now, they then drive the price upwards. So you see, those who are buying and those who are selling, they also lose at the same time. So this is what most people normally do. Most brokers normally do, especially the RIV. It will manipulate the price here. So you need to be very careful. Very, very careful. So the best thing to do is to wait for confirmation. Confirmation comes, you can go to the H1 and look for a kind of stick pattern that confirms, okay, we're going to be getting buys. So we need here on the H1, especially this particular level, there's a small spike. Did you see that one? So we've these following targets here. These two targets. It's making very tiny movements. So what we want to see at this zone, what we want to see at these particular zones is the following. We need a strong bullish candle, one that engulfs this particular bearish candle, so that we have an engulfing candle. Or we need a bullish pin bar, a hammer candle at this particular level. If price closes like this, it doesn't look good, but we still have some 54 minutes. So there's a possibility that price can actually spike and move downwards. Can you please check for me if the support on the H1 or M15 is still holding? It's still there. Let's see H1. It's still there. So this one is a long trade, not as a spike trade. Yes, the spike, we're able to catch those spikes, but as a long trade, there's a very great opportunity for us to make money. But there is a but. We need to you need to wait for confirmation. Confirmation only comes when price is giving us a price action. So with me going down to my 1 minute time frame, I will wait. My confirmation is going to come here. If you get a spike, if you get spikes and price moves up and goes beyond this previous high low, that will be good. I can enter here, or I'll wait for price to push a little bit. Probably it reaches this level, then it will drop down. This becomes a support. Then I'll buy for long. For a long buy, I'll buy at this particular level, because now I will know price will be ready to move up like this. So that's the long setup. That's the long setup. So let's see what is going to take place. So we need very big spikes that goes beyond 58,000, 5,887. Jacob Zuma. Yeah, I'm doing the Jacob Zuma style. So we need a big spike. It covers this level, then it drops, then at this particular level we can buy, or we can buy immediately. This confirms that, okay, price is now ready to move up. So the other reason why I would hold on to this trade is because we still have a support on the 5 minute time frame that is still holding. So like what I said, price is being driven downwards so that most people can actually exit their position. They take a loss and then they'll move the price upwards. So basically this is what I'm thinking here. Okay, someone had requested for crash boom. IDC Messi Temple, how are you? Tabo said, hi, how are you, Mr. Tabo? Tambo, is it Tambo? Sitembiso, how are you, my brother? Bontle, I mean, to tell you, told me load size. Okay, what is he saying? Let me follow the track. Someone is saying I don't like this. Mbali is saying I don't like this pay. With me, I think when you're catching spikes, it moves very fast. I like it because of that, and it doesn't follow the trend for the very long time. So if you make a mistake, there's a possibility that you can actually recover. Unlike Boom 1000, if a spike doesn't come, you know that probably you're gonna spend 4 hours just waiting for a spike. So this one, the spikes they occur more frequently, and when it starts spiking, the spikes are it's like a straight line if it's moving nicely. So someone had requested for me to analyze Boom 500. As we wait for all this to unfold, let's just go to and look at Boom 500. So these are the targets, guys. If we get a confirmation here, our target will be this one, and the next target is going to be here. But we should not rule out the possibility that price can actually continue moving down. So let's wait for confirmation for those who want a long signal to reach 6,075. We need to wait for confirmation. We need spikes here that confirms that price is now ready to move up. If it doesn't happen, price will just continue moving down. So these are our targets. This will be TP1 if we get confirmation. So let's just plan ahead. We have TP1. Then we also have TP2. That is if we get confirmation. TP2. It's very, very fast. If it spikes here, in less than maybe 4 hours, price would have reached here. But we need to wait for confirmation. Okay, let's go and look at Boom 500. So this week, maybe for the next coming week, we'll be just looking at so like what I promised in the beginning of this live. If we get 20 likes, if you're going to get 20 likes, I'm going to give you a secret how you can enhance your entries in using this Booming Christ Supreme Scalping strategy, the one that we released recently. There's a way that you can enhance your settings so that you can get accurate signal. How do I know this? I tried this on when I was creating an indicator. That's why my strategies are very accurate. I tried this when I was creating this supreme. I'm now saying supremacy. When I was creating this supreme indicator, it was very, very accurate. So these settings that I have that I didn't give you guys, they work. So I'm willing to share if we can get 20 likes. If you're not going to get 20 likes, I'm not going to share with you guys this. So I created an indicator and the entries are perfect, very, very perfect for scalping. So I'm willing to share the settings as long as you guys, we can get to at least 20 likes. So if you have your colleagues share this, encourage him to also like so that we can reach at least 20 likes. Then I will review to you this. If we can also reach 50 likes, I'm gonna share with you guys. Last week I made 500 US dollars just trading gold. I was using a secret scalping strategy. So I'm also going to share with you that scalping strategy. So for now, let's look for, okay, before we can go to Boom 500, do we have any signals in what? Do you have any signals? Huh? What is happening to crash 1000? Let me check on my phone. Huh? What's happening to crash 1000? That's Boom 900. Boom 1000. Boom 300. Boom 600. That's the one. Boom 500. Boom 300. Boom 500. Boom 300 is moving down. We don't have spike signals there. Boom 900. There are no spike signals there. Okay, in the meantime, let's just analyze. Thank you so much for those who are liking. Thank you so much for those who are liking. You never know. At the end of the stream, I might choose one person who was very active and also supporting us. I will support that person with an indicator. You never know. So thank you so much for your support. There are so many people who are liking. So we're looking at boom 500. Boom 500. Okay, so I normally want to start from the monthly and check the overall picture. Okay, so I'm on my monthly chart. What is taking place? What is likely going to take place? We have this immediate resistance. Then we also have this support. Okay, I want to see what is there on the left. I can't see. So price pushed upwards, then came down. What is really happening here? Okay, by just looking at the previous month, okay, maybe this explains why boom 500 has been moving down. If you look at the month of December and November, December, no, it's January, December, price just dropped here. Price just dropped to this particular level. Looking at this, there's a possibility that it might also continue moving down, but we're not sure. I don't see much on the daily, but I see the possibility of price since on your left, if you check on your left, price has been dropping. Then there was a massive push as price reached this particular level. Then it dropped like this. So there's a possibility that price probably wants to make a retest. It made a retest. Then it can continue moving down. So it might move down a little bit, then it will push up and create a new higher high. So this is not clear. We need to go to the weekly and check what is taking place. So from the weekly chart, we can see something like this supports the overall trend. We said the overall trend on the monthly is it is bearish, and we had a quasi model at this particular level here. You see, price first of all gave us a higher high. At the same time, it gave us a lower low. This becomes our quasi model level, the QM level, which is this particular level here. You see, price respected that particular level. So there is a possibility that price can actually drop further down and come to this particular level. So this is what I'm seeing on the weekly time frame. This is what I'm seeing on the weekly, that price was able to hit our Quasimodo level here, there is a possibility that it's gonna drop and come to this particular level. Okay, there's another way of seeing this. So on the daily, I would like to go to the trade view. Was I looking at boom 500? On the weekly, daily. So why is it looks different? But it's in my mind. So prices to reach this level. I think prices to continue moving down. Okay, I think we are in a bearish trend. Okay, looking at this on the daily, so like what I mentioned, I mark my support and resistance a little bit different. I like those highly reactive zones. A zone that has been used like this one. The reason why I mark this one, it was used as a support. At the same time, it was used as a resistance. That forms a very strong support and resistance level. So that's how I mark my resistance. My support and resistance, sorry. I'll be looking for those areas. Why do we mark these areas? We mark these areas because those are the areas where we'll be looking for trading opportunities. And we normally trade during when prices reacted with those zones. So that's what I'm looking for here. What do you? Okay, if you look at it here, we saw that on the monthly we are also bearish. Then what do we have here? Yo, Mount Kandira. You see, price is also reacting with another level currently. Let's analyze what was taking place here. With price came down the first time, failed to penetrate that level, then it came down the second time, failed again, then it pushed up. But I want you to see when price approached this support level, it was coming in the form of what? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I told you guys, once you see this, there is a possibility that support level is not going to hold. Then what then happened? Price then was able to break, gave us a lower low, then came up at this particular zone here, and then it dropped. So I've marked this particular area here because it was a level previously which price reacted with. And what you see currently, what we can see is that price came to the same area, failed to break it, and now price is ready to move up. So it's now clear what is happening in Boom 500. Price is going to move down. A simple even if you don't understand analysis, it's your first time watching these videos, my analysis is very, very easy to understand. Very, very easy. This is what I believe. Trading should be like this. It should not be that complicated. So we're anticipating price to move down. So if you're someone who likes catching spikes, it's gonna be difficult. So if you're someone who scalps, I'm gonna give you a perfect scalping opportunity. This is the level, the current level here. If you look previously here, it's a reactive zone. It's a highly reactive zone. Price came, okay, you guys can see it. Price came to this particular level here, then it was used as a support, then pushed upwards, then price eventually broke that level, then used it as a support. So that's my level. So I'll mark that level if I'm gonna be looking for a selling opportunity. So this is the level that I've marked. And if you move now to your right now, you see what is taking place here. So we've marked this level. So what we want to see if you're going to be selling is this. We want to see price breaking this level. Then it will move up, and there on this particular level, that's when you're going to be taking your sell, and you take at this low here. As simple as this. So I'll look for my highly reactive zones. I don't know what you call them. Some they call it a flip zone, but an area that has once been used as a support, then used as a resistance, or it was used as a resistance, then I'll wait for it to be used as a support. Like here, this was a support. I'm waiting for that support to be turned into a resistance. Then in this particular area here, that's when I'm going to buy. It's now play again. Okay, so that's my plan in Boom 500. I hope I helped you guys. Thank you so much for those who are liking the streams. We can see we're now up. We now have 8 likes. That's great. Thank you so much for those who are supporting us. So we don't see any spike opportunity here. So this is my analysis. We should be looking for selling opportunities. Stop loss just above this recent swing high. Then I'm done. As simple as this. Kwenda. Sawubona ukuthi zingopela. Boom 900 we also have an analysis. This is Boom Flash 900, but it's moving up that one. It's gonna move down. So we don't have even one market that is supporting spikes today. This is one, Boom one. It's gonna move down. You trade what is there. There are no spikes. You scalp. But not for 10 candles, 8 candles now. Scratch what?
500.
Huh?
500.
Let me go and analyze it. Okay. So we now have analysis for. Did we analyze Crash 1000? You didn't?
Did it?
Huh?
Yeah, analyze.
Yeah, no phone and dribble. Yeah, I think that don't move the phone. There's a buying opportunity. You see this trend line? Prices has been respecting this trend line. Crash 1000. So all the markets are moving against us. There's this simple trend line that price has been respecting. Let me see crash 1000. Maybe we can wait for the price to retest that trend line. Then we target this. Maybe we can wait for a retest. Tina expect Messi Temple. Our expect analysis. She's a boomer crash expect. But she specializes in spike detectors. It's very nice. So, what is happening here? Our price reacted with this one. %50 of the Fibonacci. So I think crash 1000 is a very good buying opportunity. So the biggest question is, are we going to buy now? No. Because you see where this demand zone is on. This particular level here. This really gives us a very good, and it's also in line with our level of support and resistance. What we can do is this. It's always, if you see that price has already made its movement, you'd rather wait for price to make a retest. You want price to make a retest here, then we can buy and target this level. So today, we're not going to get spicy. So let's wait for crash 1000 to spike again. Then when it returns to the trend line, we are going to buy. But we'll buy with confirmation. We missed that entry. Which asset can we analyze? Okay, someone is asking about world trade. Let me explain something. Those who are trading using world trade, the broker world trade, the assets, the tools that we have for boom and crash, they can also be used for world trade assets. So I think tomorrow or during the course of this week, I'm gonna demonstrate this live. I will open a world trade asset, and then I'll apply the tools that we have for booming crash, and we'll see if they can work perfectly for world trade. But I know this for a fact, they work. Those assets are more similar. They're more similar, so definitely they'll work. Okay, let's get 10 likes. 10 likes, then I'll show you guys how you can enhance the latest booming crash scalping strategy that we have on our YouTube channel. How you can enhance its accuracy. Let's just get 10. I wanted 20, but it seems like we're not going to get to 20. People are a little bit stingy to just hit that like button. So if we get 10, I will share with you. Huh?
Pay.
What?
Pay.
G?
Pay. I said.
It's Penix. Penix for
For trade.
Penix what?
The asset for trade.
Penix for 400 is similar to which other?
Maybe. I want to change the paper.
So in the meantime, as we wait for signals, we don't have any signal anyway? Huh?
Nothing.
Can you show me? Let's start with 300. Boom, 300.
Mine start 600.
600, no. It's moving up.
1,000.
Yeah, they can be. But price is now on a resistance.
500.
Price is dropping nicely and it's now on the sell zone. So we can get some signals.
Signal.
Let's check in 5 minutes. There's an opportunity. I think crash 500 will be very good. Let's analyze crash 500, then we can look for selling opportunities. Okay. What is happening with this asset? It's tricky.
What is it?
It's very tricky. I don't really understand. Let me go to monthly, then I come down. Machina. Okay, so I'm gonna start my analysis on the monthly. We'll start on the monthly. So it's very, very clear what is taking place in crash 500. Price is in a bearish trend, it's in a downtrend. That's one. I saw sometime that there was a trend line. Is there a trend line? No. I saw a trend line sometime. Okay, let me forget about the trend line. Okay, price has been moving down, and we were price made a correction. Why is price this screen zooming out to me? Okay, price made from here to here with the lower high, lower low, and then price made the lower high. So from here we're anticipating price to move down. So in crash 500, I think that's where we can catch spikes easily. And we can see the previous month candle was engulfed by we have an engulfing here. It engulfed the month of of December. I think crash 500 is very good for spikes. Okay, someone is asking about an indicator that can actually allow us to buy crash 1000. Yes, we have two. I'm going to show you. Okay, so of all the indicators that we have, the Scopus, guys, is when it comes to scalping, is the best. Then we recently created what we call the supreme scalping, but this one only allows you to take 6. But with the Scopus, you can take even 20 candles, 25 candles. That one is the best. It can allow you to buy for a very long time. It's called the Scopus. There's a tool that can allow us to do that. So that's why I said if you're not getting spikes, we are going to focus on on scalping. But I see there's an opportunity in crash 500. I think we'll just focus on crash 500. It gives us that perfect opportunity. Okay, what happened in crash 500 on the weekly with this particular level here? I think we analyzed this yesterday. So we had a flip zone This level was used as a resistance at this particular level. If you look back, it was also used as a support here. So that's where we're going to get the perfect entry for us to move down. So currently, what can we wait for? We are currently waiting for price to break this trend line. I can see a trend line that is formed here. Okay, and you can see the previous 3 weeks price has been consolidating 80 days lower weeks. What is this indicating? There is a possibility that price can actually move higher, can actually move up. So crash 500 also becomes tricky. Why? Because it's also consolidating. For the past 3 weeks price has been just playing around this particular area. On the daily, I think we analyzed this. I'm remembering this. Um, okay. It's a little bit tricky. It seems like price is making a retest. And then it will push upwards. Price seems like, okay, it broke this trend line. We have this touch point, and also this one allows us to draw this trend line. Price was able to break it, and now it seems like price is making a retest. Reversal in what?
500.
Okay, we can catch a spike. Let's catch spike. So this one we talked about boom 500. Let's see on the 5 minute. Zoom it out. 15. 1 minute. It will spike. It's what? Okay guys, we have a buy signal. So here we're not going to hold because price is moving down. We have a spike signal in boom 500. These are the most powerful spike signals that we have on our system. The red dot and the arrow. So according to the strategy, you need to hold for at least 20 candles this one, and you need to hold at least 3 to 4 spikes. But like what I said, when it comes to boom 500, it's moving down. So we just catch a spike, then we exit. So let's buy boom 500. This is boom 500 we're buying. So I normally like trading spikes when it's on a support level like here on the higher time frames. Like here on the 5 minute, there's a support. The chances of you catching a spike on 5 minute becomes higher. But if you don't want to stress yourself, just focus on these reversal entries. Even if you don't know how to analyze. kuti ndapedza basa ndapedza pamusara kumirira Spike. Era mais. Não, mas pode deixar de lá. Nadia. And I'm not going to stop. And I'm not a celebrity, I'm just trying to hustle. Not only 3 million followers.
I think we're paid.
I think only 2.6.
Eh,
No, there's nothing like bad publicity.
eh,
People didn't know about them because people were talking negatively about their content. Now almost more people now know about it. I don't know 3 million. Oyo musikana 2 hours ago anza tikumira mikwasera oyo atopedza basi 28k ngaambire zvekuposta mari yaro AI Spike. My respect.
Respect about clean that person in the report.
Guys, there we have it. We have our spikes after how many candles? 9 candles. Good. Good. So even if you are in a downtrend, if you focus on the reversal indicator, you'll be able to make some money. Another spike. Perfect. Double spike. I told you with this one, the AI did a very good job of creating this amazing tool. The DC AI. Huh? One zero man. DC AI. AI. Mani, ndakagara kana kuti zvinoita zvinhu zvinotyara zvekutanga kana kuvhura chivharo masigno man.
Mati muda kuti mbo retrace ikadzoka a certain level then you buy.
But now we can take 1 or 2 spikes.
Yeah.
Now set up this spike. What I'm doing,
Plus 500.
try to boom 900, boom 600. 600, spike of the divided.
Yeah, just what the pipe, yeah, but I'm breaking the level, guy.
It's a large tower as well. It's in the one at least. So how is this candle going to close? So guys, according to our previous discussion, we said we're going to observe the hourly candle, the structure of that candle, how it looks like, and if we can find, like what I said, there is a possibility that price can be driven below this particular level just to hit the stop loss. you will see if this candle closes like this, even on the 30 minutes, like what it is just happened, there's a possibility that price is now ready to move up. So what we can do, if you're going to be entering this particular level, I'm going to mark this high of this 30-minute candle, and that's where I'm going to place my entry, and my stop loss is going to be below this particular level here. So this is our entry, stop loss just below this level. Then our target is gonna be massive. We target this recent swing low. For now. So once we get a spike, it must take us into it must give us an entry. We have one what you call it, an engulfing candle. We are waiting for the second spike to okay, then we're in this particular trade. So this one will look like a fake out. So how do we know that it was a fake out? If you now have candles that now moves beyond this previous high of this particular candle, it shows that price is now ready to move up. So after taking out those who were buying at this particular level here where there were stop losses, I'm telling you, the broker is going to move the price up like this. So let's just wait. You see, there was a small spike. I want to share this analysis with my VIP. We have a WhatsApp VIP group, which is $20 for 2 weeks, $30 for 1 month. So you're also free to join our VIP signal group. I'm going to post this analysis, this trade. Nemene chinhu chakashata udashandisa chinhu chero ichi asingwazisa pezi
aiyo tomuka message tete anzi andatumira mari saka wanga chikufonera
alright
andatumira kumanzi ndatumira 6 kumusha 2012
alright buy signal
saka wanga nditi phone dzacho hadzisikuita kusangana wakatikatarika pane seto
boom 600 buy signal. So for our entry, we use a buy order. Let's use a buy order. Buy order. It's 500 kept on spiking.
500.
Yeah. Our buy order is in. What are the coordinates for this one? At 58. You spike guy. Continue moving. At this, then SL. Our SL is going to be this becomes our SL. Then TP1. When we have a 1:1, that's when we will get our TP1. 1:1 here. That becomes our stop loss. I think I'm slow, huh? I'm having a feeling that it will spike before. TP2. I think TP2 should be our final level here. So if this moves well, we have a 1:1.5 4, which is perfect. So I've given out the signal for this particular trade. So now this is what boom 500. We had another spike here. So this one, guys, is one of the most powerful AI reversal signal. Once it appears, you see, this is now the second time. Whenever it appears, you see multiple spikes occurring. Do you have any reversal signal? Any market? Number checker. I want to check boom. And I think boom 300.
Boom 300.
No.
Which one?
Boom crash 300. Boom 500. Taiwan. Crash 500. Let's check it on 5 minutes. Sounds like it's going to support. But it's going to spike. 15. Instead of 200. Come on. The exponential movement. Yeah, but at 200. Don't say anything. One is repairs with the other small. I have at 200. This one has to spike. When it spikes, then we catch it there. We are without any entry again. So we can get a spike in crash 1000. Crash 1000. Guys, let's sell crash 1000. As we know, we have a plan. It just to move down. So we're getting signals. These signals are good. Why? Because price is moving away from this resistance. So let's sell crash 1000. Then when it returns, it reaches our entry, then we'll start buying. Unozoda kufona yakatsemba. Nokuda yakatsemba. Kuti miwana usina kushanzenga.
Chiriko.
Ndandiwa ndakatoka.
Wanikari kutepo kumba.
Yeah?
Wanikari ku office mbeto. Kamukata ke kuno ukari ku.
Plastic baits. Look at my baits, huh?
Eh?
So we can do the fishing.
Nyano kwa kuna base.
Too much of a fish. Run it again. Let them know that put him somewhere in the job.
Ndakadzona.
Ndakatoda kuti nai ndikorore again.
Ndinowanga mjobeki. Hayi ndo wante.
Ukainongedzera ukaiti pa. Ndouza mani. Kana paparinga patidzwa.
Ya parengi. Apa pane chimusika chemaiya.
Ngombe masport. Ezra, how much is it?
Many. 500.
500, yeah.
Money over there, I need your Spike now. I'm commanding you to spike now. I'm commanding you to spike. Like this, down, down. I'm commanding you.
To spike now.
It will spike.
I'm not going to go and I would man. I'm going to
spike. You don't spike. You don't spike. I bubble. Wakuda kuyende twiko na kumabaits kunana builders uko tingashai
Kuna professor mali kuna crusaders
kana kunana builders iwo ine zveseke
unetsa wanda
chimbocheka kuti fishing rods builders unoti atengeswe fishing rods
no mabaits asomthing
ayo kana uchitengesa marods kauzoti kana nemabaits achangari
zvofambirana
zvandiri fishing equipment yes
ingadoinjini fishing tango box ane equipment yes
ndemari
1000
zvainodhura dai zvainotodhura
wambona zvefishing asina mari pane fishing nekuraura zvakasiyana kwaitakazongwa chito zvezvo unopedza
down. I command you to come down. I don't want you to come out. I want you to come
kutengerwa zvimotikari madiranda motikari kumutengera chihondo madiranda kamotikari
kachivuku madhondari
uno munhu akusvika pakurara akabata kamotikari
yake achimuka achienda kuchikoro da kuenda
nayo
Crashing, come down.
Yeah. Signal crash 500. Mana cheda? Crash 500. Huh? Okay. Let's back it. No, I'm really like this. How many candles? 11, 12, 3 more left. 3 more candles. Motaridze kuti boom 500 boom 500 or boom 600
600
boom 500
500
ayaramba tekeroka speed boat
Nina mali
hmm?
Nina mali
200
US dollar
1000 rand
200,000
Imagine.
200,000
ndoya ndichandikuda pabirthday present imarket ipi ngatisiyana nayo 500 is going to spine
ndakutovhura peji rekwanati
azobvere pa200 So guys, this is the chart for crash 500. We are going to be selling. We need to also exit crash 1000. Let's just see if price has reached our stop loss. That's very, very important. We're now on 14. This candle, if we don't get a spike, we close. But we knew that price was going to go up. Okay, let's close this trade, guys. Let's close this one.
Oh, that's good.
Porsche 2007, look at 1.5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2007.
Hey, you do a Porsche one. On a had my song.
What is?
I like it.
What are you doing, John?
That's one of them.
Tingy.
What's happening?
What are visible?
Chantaza chantisha. Small spike. Why the big one? What up, dog, man? Jeremy dog, man, sit. Spike, lovely. That's probably. Okay, someone is asking, do you trade AUSD? Not today. Yes, we trade, but today we're just focusing on boom and crash. Sana wakwa.
Yakauya Elia.
Hakuna hazi kumranda anaotingira pekiti.
Yakauya Elia.
Ashanda kalingora hapo msingira pekiti present si.
Akiwa ifarira.
Anaotingira disi.
Oye chikori.
Yeah. Essa boa, Viana. Majuza later anasema.
Asitaka na shops.
Ndio. Chika mambo.
Na since I'm going to Another 3.
Zote wandele.
Another 3. First, but 3 to 4. Take cash. Then 4 to 5.
Sema kuna wabaya. No, not gonna. As for midfielders, we had done. Iyo manje awuita zvinhu zviri perfect zviri nanawo unonoka kupedza panodimbudzira Spike dauya handanoka kusenda signal musenda kucha I don't know where he's playing. What happened to Boom 600? Zigaba. Okay. Let's just wait. I think, let me talk about this. Okay, you'd see that if we're going to immediately enter after we had an engulfing, now this whole 48 minutes will be in a loss. But if you wait for price to gain enough momentum to move up, this is shown when it has taken out this high of this engulfing pattern. This gives you a good opportunity to get into the market when it has gained enough momentum to move upwards. So using buy stops in this scenario would definitely help us to avoid the drawdown that you face when you immediately enter when this engulfing candle has been confirmed. So using buy stops saves you from these drawdowns. And if it happens that the price continues to move upwards, you are not going to be in any loss because your entry was not triggered. So this is very important. So here we're still waiting for the buy stop to be triggered, then we can enter the market. So I'm happy with how Crash 500 is moving. We're able to catch all these spikes, guys. This movement started here. You see how accurate this spike detector is. It's very, very accurate. So like what I said when I started, I told you guys, whenever you see this yellow histogram, it means that price is in a downtrend. There's a bearish trend. So whenever you see this yellow arrow now appearing, you know that the probability of you catching spikes will be increased. So I'm happy that you guys, you're able to witness this. So let's just allow, as we'll be waiting for more. Okay, like what I promised, I think we now have 10 likes. Like what I promised, I'm gonna share with you guys the secrets. These days I'm not, honestly, uh, what gives you energy to come and share with people the knowledge that you've acquired with the strategies and what right spending time making those videos is actually how people respond to the content that you're creating. So basically, that's the whole thing. So if you look at how different, there's a big difference between the strategy that I shared and the one that I used for the one I used for what you call it, the one that I shared on you see, like what I said, crash 900 to continue moving up. It's still moving up. Okay, I wanted to talk about this one. You'd see that it's totally different. I hope you can see my screen because that was one of the reasons why we ended up changing the background, because the icon or the signal was not clear on the blue background, so we ended up using a black background. But I want to share with you guys the secret on how you can get good entries and how you can, using the previous spike, the scalping strategy that we talked about. Okay, so for the settings, you need to refer to our previous video that is there on YouTube. I'm gonna give this one as an example. Okay, let me just use our blue background. I think it will work. So we didn't talk about setting up our charts in the PC. I think it will be very good. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the settings. In that particular example, we only used two settings. The first one was a relative strength index. There were two relative strength index. So we call this strategy, you guys, sorry, you're the one who said we should call it the booming crash supreme scalping indicator. So these are the important settings. The first RSI, we have a period of 3. Applied close, then the star is going to be wide. The most important thing are the levels. We changed the levels. Previously we had 20, but now the levels we're now going to have 15 and 85. Then we have the color white on the star of the levels, something like this. Then the next RSI, so you need to click on the RSI again, then drop it on the indicator window, because the RSIs are on the indicator window, both of them. So the next one we have 6. If you remember in our previous video, the first one had 8 and the first RSI had what, 4. So we changed it. We now use 6 and 6 and what, and 3. And we also changed the levels. The levels are now 15 and 85. Then we click, we need to change the style of the RSI of this one. I'm gonna use line. So these are the settings. So how this strategy now works, and if you're someone who likes coding, let's see. Okay, here all the RSI have reached level 85. Let's wait and see how this is going to go. We are only going to take 5 to 6 candles, then we exit the market. So what we're waiting for is this. We have the white RSI. I hope you guys can see. Huh? Is it clear? We have two RSI, the white RSI and the lime RSI. Can you guys see? Oh, I need to increase the size of these lines. Just having a feeling that you guys can see nicely. Okay, so we are just waiting for the candle to close whilst we get a crossing, whilst both lines are still above level 85. So that's what we're currently waiting for. These lines must cross whilst they are both above 85 for us to get a sale entry. Then we're going to hold this trade for 5 to 6 candles. Then we exit. So let's wait and see what is going to take place here. Let me just increase the size of the RSI. I want to be more. Both lines must cross whilst they are still above 85. So I'm just waiting to see. Yes. They haven't crossed. They haven't crossed. 600, Daddy. It's moving down.
You
didn't buy. We're waiting for it to drop. It didn't drop.
No.
But it's gonna buy for some time. Now the crossing is taking place, but it's no longer above 85. That means we're not going to get a signal. So basically, this is what I wanted to share with you. It's unfortunate that here price didn't cross whilst it was above level 85. Okay, so now that we're in a trade, do we have a particular example? Yes, we have this particular example here. We can see this crossing didn't take place above 85. Okay, here, this is where we have an entry here. You can see the crossing is taking place while both lines are still above 85. The reason why I like this strategy, guys, these lines, they do not repaint. So you are going to be in this trade. For your exit, you're going to make use of the RSI 6, the white line, when it crosses below 15 here. So this allows you, if you're going to enter this particular area here, this allows you to take approximately, here you're going to take more candles, approximately 9 candles. So that crossing below of the 3 RSI below level 15 becomes your exit. As simple as this. So let's do a back test and see if this works perfectly. If is this true, let's see. We can see here we had an entry and we're going to reach our take profit. Here we're going to take 8 candles. So let's just do a back testing. Okay, again here we're going to get an entry. Let's check. The crossing took place just arrived here. We're going to get our how many candles? This time we're going to get 7 candles. This is the most accurate scalping strategy that you can have. And it's consistent. You don't need to zoom out, you don't need to zoom in. It's very, very accurate. I wanted to do a video explaining these things, but it seems like, hey, these days I don't longer have time. I no longer have time because people watch your views. You see about 1,000 people watch your views. You have 1,000 views, but you only have 20 likes. So it really drains the strength out of you. You'd rather do something else. Okay, basically that's the strategy, guys. That's the strategy. Which market is this? 1,000. Boom 500 is moving now. Where exactly are we?